to This Date in History, also known as TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information comes from the Smart Device application, Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources... What?
I was going to say that for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if you were ready or not. I was actually thinking about it, but well.
No, it's okay. I still love you.
That's all right. I'm sorry. For links to those sources, the music done by Carrera, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Eosander, and I am joined by...
Who is Alice?
Slayer.
The Doom Slayer. And in the live studio audience, we have Xanathos, which when he gets back, he most likely will mute his mic because he is a little camera shy. Anyway, today is Tuesday, also known as Tuesday's Day, also known as Tears Day. For those who are playing God of War Ragnarok, today is the Day of Tear. November 15th, 2022. So, who wants to start us off today in history?
I think I shall do it.
All right.
All right, so we're going to be starting off with 655 AD. Battle of Winwade. Penda of Mercia is defeated by Oswiu of Bermica. Bermecia. Bermecia. Thank you.
Yeah. Ooh. This guy. Oh, wow.
Oh, no, it's that guy.
Alice,
wow.
You got two more?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We also have, in 1492, Christopher Columbus notes first recorded reference of tobacco.
Wow.
Yeah, baby.
That's interesting. So the wacky tobacco, like, you know, it is a American thing. So
just regular tobacco, not wacky tobacco.
Oh, that's right. Well, you know, I have my own.
Tobacco plant is different from the marijuana plant.
Yes. At uno más, señorita.
Oh, yes. And then we have in 1533, Francisco Pizarro arrives at Cusco.
Ah. All right. And he was a Spanish conquistador. We all know about Cusco, right? You know, the Mesoamerican city.
Cusco.
Yep.
Ba-doo-ba-doo.
Moving on up to 1620, we have Miles Standish led 16 men in a foot exploration of the northern portion of Cape Cod. Huh.
Ooh, cheese and rice.
That's interesting. We got a pirate attack. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. 1720, pirates Anne Bonny, Mary Read, and John Wreckham were captured by Captain Jonathan Barnett and brought to Spanish town, Jamaica for trial. Oh. Well, that's not a pirate attack. That's a pirate, you know, that's a pirate arrest right there. Huh. Then we got the Articles of Confederation here in 1777. The Articles of Confederation, the first Constitution of the United States, was approved by the Continental Congress. Yeah.
Well, there we go.
And if it's Slayer, if he's here, it's his turn. Gonna give him a couple seconds to unmute his mic to tell me he's here, but he's not, so I guess we'll just move on up to Alice.
All right, let's see here. We've got, in 1811, Jose Miguel Carrera. Hey, Carrera!
Oh, man!
He took control of the Chilean government in a coup d'etat, becoming the country's first president. Oh.
Well, that explains our Carrera. Maybe it's the same guy.
Yeah, it does.
You know?
Holy crap, it does.
I mean, when you think about it, that's far enough along in the annals of history that, like, he could have been, you know, he could have made a pseudonym off of one of his older names, you know, if he really is an immortal, you know, 200 years, he'd be like, oh, well, people wouldn't know that I was Carrera, so I can just take the name again, just spell, you know, just switch out the E for another A. People won't notice, but we noticed. We know the truth, Carrera, you immortal. Anyway, looks like Alice muted, so I'm just going to take over here. 1832, Felix Mendelssohn's Symphony No. 5, A Reformation, premiered. All right. Then we got a historic event here in 1835. Charles Darwin reached Tahiti on board the HMS Beagle, the location where he would formulate his ideas later written in the structure and distribution of coral reefs. Cool. And yeah, I have not really seen a coral reef in person, but from what I hear, the Great Barrier Reef is pretty much gone, and the rest of the reefs of the world are all like dying, and we have a problem going on. So, but anyway, what is this? Pitman shorthand, an invention of note. 1837, Isaac Pitman introduced his shorthand system of writing, Pitman shorthand. Oh, okay. I think that's what they might use in courts and whatever. I know they use shorthand and everything, just and then they decipher it later. But yeah. Anyway, moving on up to 1864, Union Major General Sherman left Atlanta on his march to the sea. Here we go, his march. That's when he split the entire Confederacy straight down the middle. Then we got another historic event here in 1898. David Beatty was promoted to commander. This guy again, yeah, with the askew hat and all that stuff. You know what? In his honor, I'm going to put on my hat askew too. Because he has it going to his left, so I'm going to have mine going to my left. Although I prefer mine on my right. So, yeah. Anyway, more history in 1899. Morning Post reporter Winston Churchill captured by Boers in Natal. Uh-oh. That's not good. So, Churchill was a prisoner at one point, huh? Kidnapped. That's interesting. Moving on up into the 1900s. In 1901, James J. Jeffries technically knocks out Gus Rulin in 6 for heavyweight boxing title in San Francisco. You know, every time I see this, I think of Laurel and Hardy, and why are these guys getting into boxing? But this is somebody else. But he looks so much like him. Another hat guy. You know, my hat's off to hat guys. So. Anyway, moving on up to 1904, King C. Gillette patented the Gillette razor blade. Oh, well, look at that. So the Gillette, the best a man can get, apparently, you know. Now they have 57,000 blades in their razors, and it's just absolutely insane. 1914, Italian socialist Benito Mussolini founded newspaper Popolo d'Italia. Okay. And we got 1916, Canadian pilot William George Barker was flying over Ancre River, spotted a concentration of German troops massing for a counterattack on Beaumont Hamel, sent an emergency zone call to break up German infantry apart. Barker later receives a military cross. Well, all right. See, what's the word? Observation, all that stuff, that wins wars. The fog of war is a real thing. And we got an election of interest here in 1922, 100 years ago on this date. British general election, Conservative Party won a majority under Andrew Bonar Law. Huh. 100 years ago on this date, the Brits had Bonar Law. All right. That sounds like a hard law to follow, but okay. Moving on up to 1939, FDR laid the cornerstone of Jefferson Memorial in Washington, D.C. All the way back then. I thought the Jefferson Memorial was a lot older than that, but apparently not. Huh. And moving on up to 1941, the Yugoslav government in exile named Draza Mihailovic premier. Okay. Right here. And Nobel Prize in 1945, Chilean poet Gabriela Mistral became the first Latin American to be awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. Oh, cool. And I see that the Slayer has returned.
Indeed, indeed. I was going over to making sure I had everything around for tonight.
And when did you move to California? I see that one of our famous wildfires is behind you.
About 5 minutes ago.
Now that you're out over here on the West Coast, now we can go, have a beer. So actually, no, you need to wait a bit.
Yeah,
but
okay.
Whatever.
I would say I'm gonna wait a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, well, when that day comes. So.
Yeah,
Anyway, why don't you take this 1946 here?
Alrighty. In 1946, Ted Williams is picked as American League MVP.
Okay. Why does this guy look like he's trying to comically stare you down like... And you missed it. The article, a couple articles ago, I was talking about 100 years ago on this date, 1922, involving some guy named Boner Law. And that's not the first time I've spoken about Boner Law. So.
In in 1947, Bradman scores 100th, 172 versus the Indians at the SCG.
Oh, cricket. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just looked at the picture. I'm like, okay, who's this guy? And I saw the cricket bat. So, yeah. And another historic event for you.
Alrighty. In 1948, Louis Saint Laurent is sworn in as the 12th Prime Minister of Canada.
Oh, all right. And we got another historic event here in 1948. Mackenzie King retired after 22 years as Prime Minister of Canada. Okay. Then moving on up to 1956, Love Me Tender from the Reno Brothers, the film with Elvis Presley in its debut, premiered in the U.S. Cool.
Nice.
Love Me Tender. Then we got a murder of interest here in 1959. Richard Dick Hickok, and Perry Smith murdered 4 members of the Clutter family at their farm outside Holcomb in Kansas, the subject of Truman Capote book In Cold Blood. Huh. Interesting. Then, you got some Lakers here.
In 1960, Elgin Baylor of NBA LA Lakers scores 71 points versus the New York Knicks.
Huh.
That's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah.
Tell you what, that's a lot of scoring for one guy.
Yeah. Well, is that all of his points, or is that like
I think that's how
the
many
final
points
score?
that he scored. Wait, here, yeah, scroll back up. I think it means. Yeah, no, that means he scored all 71 of those points.
That's what it sounds like to me too.
I'm sure there were other points scored.
Yeah, so that's his contribution in the whole game.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of points.
That's probably the most all time. I don't know if that is the most all time, but
you know what?
It's well up there.
Most points scored by one person one game NBA.
Oh no, it doesn't.
Chamberlain holds the single game scoring record, having scored 100 points in a game in 1962. So there we go. Damn.
Oh, jeez.
You look like you're having a sportsgasm.
Just impressive.
It is.
Yeah, nobody nowadays could do that.
And Wilt Chamberlain, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so. I believe it's, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
You have 2 more, good sir.
Alrighty, in 1961, Roger Maris is voted American League MVP.
I wonder what he's looking
another
at.
Yankee.
Like,
Another Yankee player. Let's go.
Yep.
Yankees country. Let's win.
Pardon me.
In 19... Huh?
I'm just saying one more.
Alright. In 1962, Don Drysdale wins the Cy Young Award.
Alright. Is it just me, or does that hat look too short? Like, the hat just looks weird. Like, something's off with it.
So does his neck.
His neck looks too long.
That dude... He's got like the Brian Hoyer neck from the NFL. Or not him. Wait, hang on.
I didn't know they allowed giraffes to play baseball. Anyway, while you're looking for that, I'm going to move on up here. In 1964, Mickey Wright shot a 62, lowest golf score for a woman at the pro at the Tall City Open, Midland, Texas. That is pretty low. And then we got some more sports history here. 1967, Boston's Carl Yastrzemski won the American League Most Valuable Player. Okay.
So, Texans quarterback Davis Mills has a ridiculously long neck.
Let me see here.
Look how long his neck is.
Whoa. Bro. Like, as a child, did he, like, try that, like, that African lady necklace thing? You know what they do?
Oh, yeah, with the ring. Yeah,
yeah. Looks like that's what he's done. Anyway, 1968. Why don't you tell us about that here?
In 1968, the first date of controversial Jim Bouton Bhutan, Baseball Diary, Ball 4.
Ball 4. Ball 4 here. I've been to Chernobyl. I have 4 balls.
What? What?
We're talking about somebody who has 4 balls that's been to Chernobyl.
Oh, for a second, the way you said it reminded me of like the butt scratcher here, butt scratcher.
Ball 4 here. Ball 4. Butt scratcher.
Butt scratcher.
Anyway,
Top 4.
1969, Mr. Slayer.
In 1969, an estimated 2 million people take part in the Vietnam War moratorium demonstration across the United States.
Yep. Protesting the war and all that stuff.
The most useless war of all time. The most pointless war of all time, actually.
I would say...
Flag war.
That and 1812. That one was stupid.
Yeah, that one was... Well, that wasn't our cause, at least that one wasn't, but...
Yeah, that wasn't our fault. We can attest to that. We can say... I mean, that... They say we lost that one, but we technically won because we didn't lose any land. We didn't lose land.
We didn't lose anything.
Yeah, we didn't lose anything, so we
they
didn't
burned
lose.
down our Capitol building, but still, like...
Well, that's about the only thing they did, but we never lost any land out of that. So
Yeah.
technically, we did beat the Canadians. So at that point, we were 2-0.
Yeah.
So we have one of the best war records in history. One of the higher war. Well, not really, but
No.
we have a
Wow.
winning record.
Say that to Genghis Khan.
Huh.
I mean, we do have a winning record. Oh no, we're not talking about like a supreme leader. We in terms of countries, I'd say the U.S. and France have the best records.
Oh, yeah.
Technically speaking, France has statistically the best army in the world.
Well, if we're gonna go by technicalities, then I would go France, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be around.
Yeah.
And by
They did
extension,
help us.
by extension, Australia's in that same boat, because after
Mhm.
after the Brits lost us, they still had to send their prisoners somewhere, and they're like, oh, we just learned about Australia, so that's where they started sending
Australia-
them.
I'm gonna be honest. Australia had the most depressing loss in a war. They lost.
No,
to emus.
New Zealand did actually during World War II. They lost more
Oh.
lives than any other country.
Oh no, I mean no. I mean like they had the most depressingly stupid loss in a. They lost a war to emus.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, see, that should
But there
go
was
to
that
show
po-
you, like, you know, like the Australian wildlife, not even humans can overcome it. So, like, you know, just like, why do people live there? Move.
Well,
Like,
the whole reasoning,
Hey,
behind
hey,
that.
Family that lives in Australia, buddy.
Actually, there's actually context as to why they couldn't kill them. Their organs are tiny. They have very small organs, and they're packed into one spot, and they couldn't hit them.
huh.
You talking about the alpaca, right?
No,
No, I'm
emus.
talking about the emus, because they lost a war to the
Emus.
emus.
I'm sorry, I get them
Yeah.
mixed up sometimes.
And
How
the
do you
thing- like, the
confuse an
weird thing
emu with
is-
an alpaca? What?
Yeah, an emu is like a smaller
Because
ostrich.
they just have weird names.
I'm gonna say emu is like a foreign ostrich, but
Yeah.
smaller.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Emus, yeah,
I've
smaller.
come across them. They're pretty cool.
ostrich, yeah. But
They
like an
have them in,
alpaca is like a
zoos.
llama, and like I know they're two completely different things, but like for the same. Hey, still have long necks and very shaggy looking.
That reminds me of that video where that family went to an ostrich farm, and their little girl's like, "Look at all the chickens."
Jesus.
Anyway, you have one more here, and then we'll go to Alice.
Ooh, that was an accidental yawn. I apologize for that. In 1969, Janis Joplin accused of vulgar and indecent language. Well, indecent. Yeah, they I think
Indecent?
they misspelled that. Yeah, indecent. Yeah, they misspelled it. Indecent language in Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, you're right.
Replaced that one I with an E. Yeah, it's supposed to be
Indecent.
indecent.
It's supposed to be an E, not an I. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
every
and the
day,
thing-
like we find something wrong, you know, in this source. So, anyway, Alice, it's your turn. Alice. Alice. Oh God,
I'm here,
I lost
I'm
it. Oh, there she is.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh.
I was saying,
Alright.
give me a second.
Oh,
I was
I
trying
kinda
to.
gave you a second.
So.
Okay.
alright, Well, I gotta get going.
Okay, well, thank you for
Alright.
joining us. You have
Yeah,
a
for
good
sure,
one.
man. Sure. Alrighty.
Alright.
I'll be on for the news show. So yeah, I'll catch you later.
Alright,
Woobity
man.
woo.
You have fun. Be
Alright.
safe.
I will.
Drive safe,
Alright.
don't wreck.
I'll let you
All
know about the snow.
Yeah.
No, yes. Give me a no. All right.
All right.
We got
Toodles.
1970 here. Toodles. 1970, we got Paul Brown as head coach of the expansion Cincinnati Bengals defeats his former team, the Cleveland Browns. A movement he calls his great victory.
His greatest victory.
His greatest victory.
Man,
Yeah.
this guy has no loyalty. Like, his greatest victory is when he turns on his friends and defeats them. Wow, what an asshole.
Well, these things happen, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, life happens and people could be douche canoes. So we have in 1971, we have Intel advertise. What does that say? Advertises?
Yeah.
Yeah. Advertises a 4004 processor.
Intel inside.
Do.
Yeah. Ooh. You got some music here.
I do. Oh, look at that. We got 1974. Ringo Starr releases singles Good Night Vienna and Only You in the UK.
Alright. So if it's only you in the UK, is it just the U? Like,
Yeah.
no longer the K is gone, so it's just you?
Yeah, well, no. Well, if you have a K, it might be considered racist because if you had two more K's to
God.
it. I know, right?
Tell us
damn
about
it.
77 here.
Oh, shit snacks. In 1977, we got U.S. President Jimmy Carter welcomes Shah of Iran, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi.
Yep.
Oh, Pahlavi. Pahlavi.
Pahlavi, pastrami, rigatoni. I don't know what I'm doing.
I do not want Iran to be associated with pastrami because pastrami is not from there.
Iranian pastrami. We gotta make this a thing.
I guess. The
Actually,
Iranian pastrami.
What animal is pastrami from? Cow, right? Or
Pastrami is technically a beef. That's just the way it's cured, I think.
okay. So it's not haram.
Yeah, well, pastrami is kind of like close to like corned beef in a way. You know how some people will do instead of doing corned beef like a Reuben, they'll use pastrami instead, and they call it the New York.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a New Yorker thing, I guess. But pastrami is good.
Hey, I'm pastramiing here.
Nothing to do with that guy from Iran, but
No.
we have in 1978, we have Harold Pinter's play Betrayal premieres in London
Betrayal.
today. Betrayal.
Ooh.
You know what's betrayal? It's like I betrayed myself by not bringing my grinder.
Oof.
What's a girl to do? Could have sworn it was in there.
Yo, this guy
That's
looks like somebody we know, kinda.
Oh, Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's like Mag in like 30 years.
No.
But-
Like, I don't want you to drop names, but I'm gonna type you something while you read this.
Okay, so alright, so I'm going to read this one here. In 1979, a package from the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, begins smoking in the cargo hold of a flight from Chicago to Washington, forcing the plane to make an emergency landing.
Yikes.
Yep, the beginnings of the Unabomber.
Yep. And Alice, check your DMs.
Oh, shit
Yeah,
snacks.
doesn't he? Oh my god. Like, bro, if he pops on right now and turns on his webcam, like, it's not a spitting image, but like you have the vibe, you know?
Yeah. You got that like that smug look every once in a while. It's not even a smug look. It's just, oh my god, I didn't even think about.
It's his resting superior face.
Oh yeah. RSF.
Yeah.
Or RP. RSF.
Anyway, moving on up to 1980. It's just a shame that Doom left the Slayer because he's a NASCAR guy. We have the 30th NASCAR Sprint Cup. Dale Earnhardt wins. Of course.
Yeah, my cousin took his sponsorship after he died.
Oh wow. What? Your
Kevin
cousin?
Harvick. Yeah.
Your cousin?
Yeah, my cousin's. Yeah, Kevin Harvick is my cousin.
Really?
He's won the Daytona 500 before. Yeah, he's like my third cousin, something removed or some
Bro,
shit.
you gotta tell Slayer that he'll flip his shit.
Yeah, probably.
He'll be like, "Oh my God, that's your cousin!" Blah 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 blah, and like
Yep.
have
Yep.
a NASCAR gasm or something like
A NASCasm.
NASCasm, kick it into the nos. Like, fucking
Go fast and we gonna go left.
yep. Moving on up to 1980, Pope John Paul II began a 5-day visit to West Germany. All right.
Ooh, good on you, Popey Pope.
Yo, it's this guy again. 1982, funeral service was held in Moscow's Red Square for Soviet leader Leonid Brezhnev.
Of course.
The half-face guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like he has like that's where all of your eyebrows went to his eyebrow, like you know. Like
Yep.
his
I
big-
see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
I see the resemblance.
And then 3 years later, 1983. Why don't you take this one, Alice?
1983, we had the 75th hat trick in Islander history. Mike Bossy.
Yeah. He looks.
Well, hat trick. For a hat trick, you have to score 3 goals in one game. So he done it 75 times for the Island, for the Islanders for New York. Ugh. You know, I hate the New York Islanders.
Every time I see this picture, you know what I think of?
What?
He kind of looks like the guy. I'm listening to the damn song.
Try to listen to the fucking song. Oh, you're talking about one of the Hanson brothers from
Yeah.
Slapshot.
Yeah.
Try to listen to the fucking song.
Dude, I don't know why, but
When they're doing that.
hockey
yeah,
players
when
have
they're doing
a like you can kind of tell like not even talking about the teeth, but like hockey players have a look, you know, like
Yeah, I guess my reason my teeth look a little fucking haggard is because I'm a hockey player.
that makes sense.
Yep, I played hockey.
Hey, like you know, I know one guy like who used to fight all the time, and he has no teeth because like all of them literally got punched out of his head. So
Well, I never played for like a school team or like a town team or anything like that. I just played in the backyard. Played pond hockey with all the other neighborhood kids.
why don't you tell us about '86 here?
I can't. I have a customer.
Okay, 1986, second time Saturday Night Live
Joel, how are you doing today?
you muted and
You
unmuted.
live in the dream?
Anyway, let's see here. 1986, the second time Saturday Night Live used a time delay. Sam Kinison host. Okay? And then 1986, the Beastie Boys released their debut album, License to Ill, first #1 rap album on Billboard top charts. Well, that's cool. And then 1987, Brazilian Williams driver Nelson Piquet retired from Australian Grand Prix at Adelaide with brake trouble, but won his third Formula One World Drivers' Championship by 12 points from Nigel Mansell. All right. Then see here, is she still with the customer? I don't know because she's unmuted. So 1989, Test cricket debut of Waqar Younis and Sachin Tendulkar at Karachi. Okay. 1990, U.S. President George H.W. Bush signed Clear Air Act of 1990. All right. What is the Clear Air Act of 1990? Let us look this up. Let's see here. Clear Air Act of 1990 introduced a nationwide approach to reduce acid pollution. The law is designed to reduce acid rain and improve public health by dramatically reducing emissions of sulfur dioxide, SO2, and oxides of nitrogen, NOx. Well, dang. That sounds serious. Moving on up to 1993, Joe Budafuaco, Fuoco, whatever, sentenced to 6 months for statutory rape of Amy Fisher. Oh, not good. In 1994, German Bundestag officially elected Helmut Kohl as chancellor by a single vote, 341 to 340. Wow, that is close. That is very close. And he looks very familiar. So, And then moving on up into 2002, Hu Jintao became the General Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China. All right. And a rule of thumb I've learned about government is the longer the title, the more corrupt. So, 2004, Maria Sharapova became the first Russian to win the tennis season-ending WTA Tour Championship, defeating U.S. citizen Serena Williams 4-6, 6-2, 6-4 at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Wow. So not only did she beat the monster, but a Russian defeated an American monster on U.S. soil in one of our holiest of holy places, the Staples Center. Wow. Which, it's even more holy now because we have Staples back. Who is Alice? Good old Stapes. Anyway, 2005, 39th Country Music Association Award, Keith Urban and Gretchen Wilson won. Alright. In 2005, Carrie Underwood released her debut album, Some Hearts, later received the 2006 Billboard Album of the Year and the Grammy Award Best New Artist in 2007. So 2 years for one song. That's really good. We got an album release here in 2011, Take Care. Second studio album by Drake was released, later to receive the Grammy Award Best Rap Album 2 years later in 2013. That took some time. Moving on up, somewhat of interest here in 2014, Vladimir Putin's press secretary said that media reports that Russian president plans to leave the G20 summit in Brisbane early are nonsense. All right. And whenever people say, oh, why the long face, they're talking about this face. I mean, that face is long. It looks like somebody just took Photoshop and just, I don't know. And now I'm probably going to get assassinated. We got some more music history in 2016. U.S. singer-songwriter Smokey Robinson received Library of Congress Gershwin Prize at the Thomas Jefferson Building in Washington, D.C. Well, okay. This is interesting. Sports history. 2017, 3 University of California, Los Angeles basketball players were suspended after admitting shoplifting in China, only released at President Trump's request. Dang. So, they better count their lucky stars. That those hooligans doing stupid in China as non-Chinese citizens, as, actual people of merit, as far as being of known, UCLA basketball players, they're not just some random Joe Schmoes. These are people who are known by other people. Oh man, people got to stop being so damn stupid. Moving on up to 2017 as well, U.S. jazz and standard singer Tony Bennett received Library of Congress Gershwin Prize at the Thomas Jefferson Building in Washington, D.C. Okay, another one of these guys. Okay. In 2017 as well, we're just stuck in this year, aren't we? Country singer Blake Shelton won People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive Award. Okay? Good for you. Whoop-de-doo. 2017, Leonardo da Vinci's painting Salvator Mundi sold for $450.3 million at auction in New York. It's a world record price for any artwork. And let's see here, Salvator Mundi. Let's see what this looks like. Images. Huh, okay, this one. Wow. Oh yeah, this is the one that got attacked. That's right. Many years ago, some guy came up and took a knife to this and attacked it. This is what it used to look like. And then after the attack, you can see, you can still see some of the, well, they did a really good job. I'm trying to find attack before and after. Let's see here. Here we go. So this is what, this is what it looked like after the attack, and then they just grayscaled it, and then it's a little blurry now, unfortunately, but yeah. But at least that wasn't as bad as what they're doing today. Everybody knows about the tomato sauce thing, and now apparently somebody poured some kind of vinaigrette or something on a painting, or some kind of soda. I don't know. Somebody poured something on a painting recently, another incident. I'm not talking about the tomato sauce thing. That's something else even before that. So, anyway, moving on up to 2017, the Zimbabwean army detained Robert Mugabe and the first family and appointed sacked Vice President Emerson Mnangagwa as interim president. Yep, Mugabe must go. Zimbabwe, always strife. 1 year later, 2018, Afghan President Ashraf Ghani confirmed more than 28,000 of the country's military and police have been killed since 2015. Whoa. 3 years, 28,000 deaths. That is a lot. 2018 as well, Africa's fastest train between Casablanca and Tangier in Morocco at 320 kilometers or 198 miles per hour, inaugurated by King Mohammed the Sixth. Or wait, is that the distance, 198 miles, or is that the speed? I don't know. Inaugurated by King Mohammed the Sixth and French President Emmanuel Macron. All right, that's cool. Their fastest train. 2018 as well, art experts in England authenticated 2 bronzes of men riding panthers at Michelangelo's only surviving bronze works. Huh.
Sorry about that.
That's interesting.
I thought I had hit the mute button.
You did. I saw it flash on and off, and then I had to server mute you because I was hearing you talk.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, because I thought I had hit the button, and then I heard you say, like, I could still hear you. Like, crap.
Yeah.
Shit snacks.
Anyway, why don't you tell us about this 2018 here?
All right, in 2018, we have David Hockney's, which looks like hockey at first. His Portrait of an Artist, within parentheses, we have Pool with 2 figures. Sells for $90.3 million in New York, record for living art. What the heck?
Wow.
What is this piece of work?
Portraits
that sold for $90.3 million.
Let me check it out. But doesn't this guy look like Bubbles from that one show?
Yeah, he looks like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, wow.
What? How is that $90.3 million?
Well, the art industry...
I mean, it's cool.
It is a good piece of art, but something a lot of people don't realize is the art industry is the perfect front for money laundering. You have all these wealthy people.
Well, actually, what I see
money.
right here, it looks like it was computer generated. Like, how does you shouldn't get 90? It looks kind of like and part of it looks very computerized.
I can see what you're talking about, but
at the same time, I see what kind of art he's doing, which makes it look like that. But I think, makes you wonder. Maybe I should just become the new Salvador Dali.
I mean, that'd be interesting. Like, look at that, though. That's a big
no,
painting.
I could make some pretty stupid crap, but I'm not that talented.
Oh, here we go. This is when he's in the process of making it, so you see?
Oh. So it's proof, that could just be a green screen, Could be a deep fake.
I could be a deep fake.
I am a deep fake. I'm just kidding.
We all are deep
or
fakes.
Am I?
Bro, I had a conversation with a guy who's, completely convinced he lives in a simulation, and he's, he was in VC with me, a while ago, straight up told me, essentially to my face that he doesn't think I'm real. He thinks I'm part of his simulation, and maybe I'm in my own simulation.
So he watched The Matrix one too many times. Or he watched the new Matrix movie.
I think he smoked one too many weeds,
Hang on one second. You get to have this one right here, buddy.
Oh, thank you. Great. 2018, LeBron James passed Wilt Chamberlain for 5th on the NBA's career scoring list with 44 points for the LA Lakers in 126-117 victory over Portland Trail Blazers at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Dang, maybe you should move out here to LA, Alice, because, we already have your house, the Staples Center,
Oh, for fuck's sakes, really?
I made that joke earlier, I guess you didn't hear it.
Yeah. Huh. No, I heard it. Well, I heard the Staples Center, it's named after me. That's nice.
Yeah.
That was very clever of you.
2019, Joker, starring Joaquin Phoenix, was the first R-rated film to earn $1 billion worldwide.
It was a good movie.
Dude, it was a great movie, and honestly, the only reason, literally, and I'm not bullshitting, the only reason I went to go see it, because I wasn't paying attention to anything, I really don't care, but I was just hearing, all the leftists, complaining, oh, it's about incels, it's about hatred, it's about, blah, blah, blah. And it's you know what? As a middle finger, to all of these psychopaths, I'm going to go spend $5 and watch this movie. And oh my God, was it a masterpiece. And that movie spoke to me on a personal level that I was not prepared for. Anyway,
no, it definitely caught you off guard. But Joaquin Phoenix is a good method actor to begin with. Every movie he does, still to this day, one of my favorite movies he did was the whole Johnny Cash thing. Even though it wasn't completely accurate about Johnny Cash's life. The way he portrayed himself and acted in it was amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
I
he
mean,
is a
like,
good actor.
Heath
Not
Ledger
gonna
was a
lie.
really great actor too, but he got way too into it and he couldn't get out. And that was, then he,
Well, that and then one of the Olsen twins,
Yeah.
helped kill him.
and like
But
who's
no, wait, no, that's just a conspiracy theory. I'm sorry.
yeah. No, Jonah Hill also though, I gotta give him some props because he's gained and lost a lot of weight multiple times for various roles. So
Yeah, he'll do that for it. Like Jonah Hill, he's not bad,
well,
but he
I mean,
can be kind of a beast.
he is part of the Hollywood elite, like those people, that I don't support and appreciate, but like I can still give him some kudos for gaining and losing weight. I mean I still need to lose weight. I haven't even gotten there, so he's done more than me in that regard. Anyway, welcome to the show, Lulikins. How are you doing today? You don't have to answer in voice if you don't want to. Yeah, welcome to the show. Anyway,
Welcome.
moving on up to 2020. British Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton clinched fourth straight and record equaling seventh F1 World Drivers' Championship by winning Turkish Grand Prix at Intercity Istanbul Park in Tuzla.
Istanbul.
Istanbul, which actually it's Constantinople.
But Istanbul is in Turkey, but Istanbul
is.
Park, well, yeah.
Istanbul,
This is in
formerly
Tunisia.
known as
Tunisia.
Constantinople, formerly the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire, after the split.
Ah.
Yep.
The more you know. Do.
Doo-doo-doo. Anyway, why don't you tell us
Oh,
about
shit,
this?
there's a fucking hawk flying over me. Dude, there's this hawk just hovering over me. It's beautiful.
Shoot it with an arrow.
No, with what? I don't have an ear.
Well,
I don't
why?
just carry a crossbow around with me.
Why not?
Or a
I
fucking
do.
compound bow.
Why
well,
not?
I'm not you. Well, there's
Oh.
two of them.
Well, I guess they're probably mating. I don't know.
No, they're actually trying to get my old coworker's mom's chickens. Because on the other side of my where I work, they're my one of my old coworkers from where I used to work. Her mom lives back here and has some chickens and hens.
Well,
So-
listen, I didn't do the split, so we can't
Oh yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
So 2020.
Yep, 2020 we have SpaceX Falcon 9 launches first regular flight to International Space Station with 4 astronauts, 3 from NASA, and 1 Japanese.
Now, speaking of space programs and whatnot, I saw a video just yesterday, I think, or the day before. Did you know there is a country in Africa that had its own space program?
No, I did not.
It was not that good, and I kid you not, they called their astronauts Afronauts. That's what they called them.
Oh my god.
That's what they
awesome.
Look it up. Look it up. It's
Dude, I will
It is
here in a
awesome,
second.
and-
That's fucking wicked.
yeah. Then here you go. You left me with LeBron James. Well, I'm going to give you Joe Biden. Take this.
Gosh, really? Don't. Oh.
Hey,
Fine, in 2021, U.S. President Joe Biden signs a once-in-a-generation $1 trillion infrastructure bill into law.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I remember when that got passed. I was like, yeah, let's see how good that works.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work.
So how much of that $1 trillion actually went to infrastructure?
I have no idea, and I don't want to look into it because that starts delving into politics. But I do welcome anybody to leave a comment in the comment section. So
Absolutely. If anyone has anything they want to say about it, please.
yeah,
We'll read it.
yep, yeah, we will. Before we move on to the burst of deaths, though, were there any articles that grabbed your attention, or anybody's attention more than most? I'm talking to Lodi and Zandy as well. So.
Well, I heard one that you were talking about earlier. Well, actually, it's the coup d'etat for the Chilean president.
Oh yeah, that was interesting. Oh yeah, the tobacco one, the first recorded use of tobacco.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
interesting.
yeah. That too in 1492. So when he discovered the Americas. Well, he discovered South America.
Well, Central. Central. He landed in the Bahamas.
Central America. Yeah. He discovered Central America. He yeah.
Let's not forget
he
the
also
Articles of
introduced the
Confederation.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
first
yes.
constitution of the
Confederation.
U.S. So
1777.
yeah,
A
actually,
year after, we decided that we no longer wanted to be part of Britain.
we ain't gonna take it. No, we
No,
ain't
we ain't
gonna
gonna
take
take
it.
it. We're not gonna
Gonna
take
take
it
it
anymore
anymore.
until
Yeah.
we do again. Yeah,
Man,
until we do again.
I'm gonna have to edit this at some point. Unfortunately, it seems because we're not well. Anyway, but audience members, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Anything that you wish we'd elaborated on? Anything that you would have liked to add? As I said, comments in the underbar. Let's see if anybody. I think somebody wrote something. No, I guess not. Mike, let's see here. Okay, nope. Anyway, let's move on into bursts. Starting us off in the year 1316, we have Jean the First, King of France and Navarre, November 15th through 19th in 1316. That's a really short stint. Born in Paris, died in 1316. He only lived 5 days. Holy crap! Okay. Wow. So he was born. He was born. He became king, and then he died. You want to talk about a speedrunner right there? Like, Jesus.
That's shorter than that one president of ours that got sick because he decided to talk for 3 hours in the rain or something or snow and got pneumonia and died.
Dude, this little lad lived an entire life in less than a week. That's wild right there.
That is wild.
But then
That's insane.
We got William Pitt the Elder in 1708, was a British Prime Minister for the Whig Party from 1756 through 61, and then 66 through 68, known as the Great Commoner, born in London. Well, that's a nice name. I would like to be known as a Great Commoner, you know?
Yeah, I just find it funny that it's called Whig. And,
yeah.
And they wear wigs.
Yeah. Well, they're pompadour wigs and all that
pompadours,
stuff.
Yeah.
But Alice,
we got from 1738 today. We have William Herschel. He was a German British astronomer. He discovered Uranus.
He did? Where oh yeah, that's right. It's down here. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's actually called Uranus.
What's he doing staring at my ass?
I have no idea, but I would definitely question that. But anyway, yeah, he was born in Hanover, Brunswick, Lüneburg, Holy Roman Empire.
Huh.
But yeah, he's discovered the planet Uranus. Is how you're supposed to actually say it.
Uranus. Now it sounds like P.
Uranus. Yeah, I know.
Uranus.
I know that. Yeah, Uranus or Uranus. I'm like, oh well.
I'm not gonna say what's going through my brain right now, but I'm just gonna.
Oh well, I'm pretty sure the crowd can actually understand it.
Here, read your DM. That's what came to mind.
Oh God, I don't. Do I really want to read it?
No, you don't.
Oh God. Ah! When you're climbing up a tree and you're up against a pea, diarrhea.
Oh God. Anyway,
when you're
1862.
sliding into first and you feel
Alice,
something burst,
Alice.
diarrhea. Sorry. I had to do 2. I couldn't.
You had to do 2, like number 2. God, somebody stop
us. Yeah, well, no, I did it for a reason. Okay, there was a method to my madness. All right. We have Gerhard Hauptmann. He was born today in 1862, died in 1946. He was a German author. Before Dom, he got a Nobel Peace Prize for probably literacy.
Just a Nobel Prize. There's a difference. Nobel Prize, Peace.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so he got the Nobel Literary Prize in 1912. He was born in, oh my God.
Have fun.
Salzbrunn. Silesia and Prussia.
All right. Bro, no joke. I came across a word a couple days ago that was like the entire alphabet just rearranged. It was weird. I didn't know how to pronounce it. Like every letter of the alphabet just jumbled, and then that's a word. Like, okay. Anyway, we got August Krogh here in 1870. In 1874, it was a Danish zoophysiologist, arterioles and capillaries, Nobel 1920, born in Grena, Jutland, Denmark. All right.
Ooh.
Then we have Georgia O'Keeffe in 1887, a
geez.
U.S. sculptor and painter, cow skull and flowers, born in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Hey,
Yeah.
isn't that where you're from?
No. Stop that. It's my next door neighbor.
Oh, shit. Wow.
My next door neighbor to the east, but oh, schnit snacks. Oh my god. Today in history, Erwin Rommel. He was a German World War II field marshal, North African campaign battle of Normandy, known as the Desert Fox, born in Heidheim, Württemberg, Germany.
What year was he born and died?
1891, and died in 1944. So he died in the war.
No, he suicided because he was involved in the. He was involved in the. I believe he was involved in the desk bomb assassination attempt, and then Hitler was going to kill him, so he fled and he took his own life because there's.
Yeah,
he was
no, he was part of the whole them trying to take out Hitler.
Yeah. But then you got another one here as soon as I find one. Yeah, here we go. Huh.
We have Annie Fried Leinstad. She was in 1945 born. She's a Norwegian-born Swedish singer and songwriter from ABBA. Fernando. She was born in Bjørgesen, Norway.
All right. Happy birthday.
Well, ABBA is fucking. Oh,
this one's yours.
Dude, I gotta take this one.
This one's yours.
Oh yeah.
You gotta say it in his voice, though. You got to.
May he rest in peace, my friend. Although he was much hated by most wrestlers.
Read the article.
Macho Man Randy Savage, step into a Slim Jim, was born today. He is a WWE Hall of Famer, and he was born in Sarasota, Florida.
Yeah, it says here pro wrestler, WWF, SMW, ICW, and WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he was part of WCW and everything. He left WWF to go to WCW, and then he, I think in between he went somewhere too.
WCW? Because I see ICW.
Yeah, ICW. He was in ICW too, I remember that. But then he went back, after he left WCW, he went back to WWE, which was WWF. And he was married to Queen Elizabeth, which there are some horror stories. Yeah, he was married to Queen Elizabeth. Not the Queen of England.
Oh.
But they call her Queen Elizabeth.
Okay.
Miss Elizabeth.
In wrestling.
Okay, you got to let me know this, Alice. You know I don't know the football.
This is wrestling, not football.
Well, that should tell you how bad I am with sports. I just mix football with wrestling. I'm retarded.
Everybody knows Macho Man Randy Savage.
Everybody knows. Yeah. No, slap it to a Slim Jim.
Zip it to a Slim Jim.
Anyway, we got Shailene Woodley, 1991, a U.S. actress, The Fault in Our Stars, born in San Bernardino County, California. That's somewhere I've heard of it. So.
I've heard of it too.
Then we got Paulo Dybala, 1993, an Argentine football striker, Juventus and Roma, born in Laguna Larga, Cordoba, Argentina.
Yeah. For those who, it's not football like American football. It's soccer.
But actually, soccer, the term for it was invented in the United Kingdom, and then they started calling it football, and then they started making fun of us for using their word. So.
Yep.
Makes no sense.
I know. We've had this discussion before.
Anyway, let's move on into Des. Why don't you start us off here?
I think I can do that. Oh, we have Justinian the First. Justinian. Oh, thank you. He was a Byzantine emperor from 527 to 565. He died at the age of 82, not AT&T.
He died at the age of a phone company. Okay.
Yeah, he dies at 82. Corpus Juris Civilis, civil law code written during reign.
Huh. You know what? Let me look this up here real quick. And I know we're gonna go past the hour, so whatever. Let's see here.
My fault.
I should have done the split. You were part of the show. I should have known better, so this is on me. The Corpus Juris Civilis is the modern name for a collection of fundamental works in jurisprudence issued from 529 to 534 by order of Justinian I, Byzantine Emperor. It is also sometimes referred to as metonymically after one of its parts, the Code of Justinian. For further reading
Oh.
on this, for further reading on this, please refer to the underbar, the description.
Links,
I am adding the link
the link's
right
down
now.
below.
Link is added.
There we go. The link is down below.
Yup. Anyway, we have Johannes Kepler, died on this date in 1630.
Whoa!
Was a German astronomer, discovered laws of planetary motion, died at the age of 58, and I believe this is the guy whose namesake is why we call the Kepler telescope. So,
Yep, the Kepler telescope. That's like what I knew from that name. I was like, oh,
yeah.
that's pretty wicked. Sad. Rest in peace. Oh.
And then we have John Witherspoon. I wonder if he's related to Reese. Died
I
on
was
this date in
about to say that.
1794. Scottish-American president of the College of New Jersey, who signed the Declaration of Independence, died at the age of 71. So he's a founding father, a Presbyterian
He
minister.
is a founding father. Oh, and a Presbyterian minister.
Yep. Then let's
That
see.
reminds
There. Oh, another famous name, Barrymore. I wonder if he's related to Drew.
Oh, Barrymore, huh? We have an American actor. It's a Wonderful Life. Dr. Kildare films. And Key Largo. He died at the age of 76 today in 1954. No, I remember It's a Wonderful Life. It's like, you know, you have, what's his name? He did, good God. Like, Jim Carrey did a really good, role on him. Mr. Smith goes to,
Washington.
like, to Washington, yeah, like, but he also starred in a movie with this, with him, with the guy, why am I having a brain fart on the actor's name? For Mr. Smith and It's a Wonderful Life. Something Smith.
Mr. Smith, actor.
No, it's not Mr. Smith, but it's,
Goes to Washington?
yeah, like, the main character, like,
James Stewart?
James Stewart, yep.
Yeah.
James Stewart, yeah.
You know, I see Key Largo, and the first thing that goes through my mind is the song Kokomo.
Key Largo, Montego, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama.
Oh, my pretty mama. Key Largo.
Like that. I'm from
Diego.
Kokomo.
A different
Down in
Kokomo.
Kokomo. My favorite version was when the Muppets did it.
Huh.
Oh, shit, we got Margaret Mead, who died today in 1978. She was an American anthropologist, coming of age in Samoa, thoughts and female. Dies of pancreatic cancer at the age of 76.
That sucks.
You know.
Moving on up to...
Whoa! Hey,
let's
go the 2021 in blue. We got Bengt Madsen, a Swedish soccer administrator and chairman of Malmo, or I can't remember, FF, 1999 to 2009, dies from cancer at 79. In 2021, you also have Bobby Collins Jr., an American college football coach, head coach of University of Southern Mississippi Southern Methodist University, died at 88.
All right, let me sign out because we can make it in the hour here. So that shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may be interested, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. And please go over there if you enjoy these shows. It's just a matter of time before YouTube deplatforms us because of reasons. Anyway, for your dose of passive events daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific time, which is what your time in Eastern?
Mine is 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah. For all of you and all of us, I am A.O. Xander.
I am Who is Alice.
And we had the Slayer earlier today, and in the studio audience we have Xanathos and Lodikins. Welcome, thank you for joining. Anyway, until you catch us tomorrow, or if you want to catch our news show, which is at 3 p.m. Pacific time coming up, whenever you see us. Until then, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles!